Welcome, gentlemen and dear friends. Thank you for taking the time to join me today. I want to talk about something very important, but often feels a bit taboo or uncomfortable to discuss openly: prostate health. The prostate is a small organ located just below the bladder, surrounding the urethra, but its function is very significant for men's health and quality of life, especially for those of you who have reached a mature age. Maybe you or someone you love has experienced trouble urinating, pain, or discomfort in the genital area. These are signs we must pay attention to. Prostate health is often ignored or postponed because of embarrassment or discomfort. However, I am here to invite you to talk openly, using simple and easy-to-understand language, so we can together maintain this health before problems become serious. I'm not only a doctor, but also someone who has personally experienced how difficult it can be when a loved one struggles with prostate issues. From that experience, I learned how important it is to maintain daily habits that keep the prostate healthy and prevent painful problems. Throughout this talk, I will invite you to recognize 5 common habits that unknowingly worsen prostate conditions. By learning about and changing these habits, we can maintain a better, more comfortable, and productive quality of life. Let's start by learning more about the prostate and the typical symptoms that appear if this organ has problems. Understanding the prostate and common symptoms of problems. The prostate is indeed small, only about the size of a walnut or a small ping-pong ball, but its presence is very important. It is located just below the bladder and surrounds the urethra, the channel that carries urine from the bladder out of the body. The main function of the prostate is to produce seminal fluid that protects and carries sperm, which is crucial for male reproductive function. However, as age increases, hormonal and tissue changes cause the prostate to slowly enlarge. This condition is known as benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH. It's not cancer, but it can cause serious discomfort. When the prostate enlarges, it presses on the urethra, making urine flow blocked or slowed down. Imagine a water pipe narrowing, so the water flow becomes sluggish. That's what happens to the urine flow. Common symptoms include difficulty starting urination, weak or interrupted urine stream, feeling of incomplete bladder emptying, frequent urges to urinate especially at night, and sometimes pain or discomfort in the pelvic or perineum area. There is also a more serious condition called prostatitis, prostate inflammation, usually caused by infection, and prostate cancer, which requires special medical treatment. However, most men over 60 experience benign prostate enlargement, which can be managed with lifestyle changes and appropriate medical care. Recognizing the early signs of prostate problems is very important so we can take action before conditions worsen. Never delay seeing a doctor if you experience symptoms like those I mentioned. It's also important to understand that prostate enlargement can lead to complications such as urinary tract infections, bladder stones, and kidney function problems if left untreated. By understanding the prostate's function and common symptoms, we are one step closer to maintaining better health. Habit 1: Holding urine for too long. One of the most common habits we do unknowingly is holding urine for too long. Whether because we are engrossed in watching TV, on a long trip, or just too lazy to get up, we tend to delay going to the bathroom. However, holding urine for too long puts tremendous pressure on the bladder and prostate. The bladder, when overfilled, stretches and weakens, while the prostate under constant pressure can become inflamed and enlarged. I want to share a story about a gentleman who often held his urine while working, especially during long-distance trucking. He frequently felt discomfort and had to get up multiple times at night to urinate. This problem could have been prevented by simply developing the habit of not delaying urination. Our bodies are designed to send signals when the bladder is filling up. When these signals are ignored and we hold urine for too long, the risk of bladder and prostate damage increases. Besides worsening prostate enlargement, this habit also raises the chance of painful urinary tract infections. To maintain health, it's very important to listen to your body's signals and urinate regularly without postponing. If necessary, make a routine schedule for urination every few hours to prevent the bladder from holding too much urine. Never feel embarrassed or hesitate to go to the bathroom when your body signals. On the contrary, making this a habit will help keep your prostate healthy and your daily life comfortable. Habit 2. Sitting too long without breaks. Next, another very common habit often overlooked is sitting for long periods without breaks. As we age, many of us spend more time sitting, whether because of retirement, jobs with little physical activity, or hobbies that require sitting for extended times like reading, watching TV, or using smartphones. Sitting for a long time, especially on hard chairs, puts continuous pressure on the perineum, the area between the anus and the scrotum. This pressure can restrict blood flow and cause inflammation in the prostate area. Besides affecting the prostate, prolonged sitting also increases the risk of lower back pain, poor circulation in the legs, and even heart and metabolic diseases. I once met a retired teacher who loved playing online chess and would sit for hours without breaks. He started experiencing pain around the pelvis and urinary problems. After improving his sitting habits and adding light activity, his condition improved significantly. To reduce the risks of prolonged sitting, it's important to stretch and stand up regularly. Using special cushions while sitting can reduce pressure on the prostate. Taking short walks several times a day can help improve circulation and overall prostate health. Habit 3. High fat and sugar diet. The third habit to pay attention to is diet. What we eat greatly affects prostate health. Excessive consumption of saturated fats, sugars, and processed foods can trigger inflammation in the body, including prostate tissue. This increases the risk of prostate enlargement and other disorders. Many older men prefer convenient and fast food, or foods high in sugar and unhealthy fats like fried foods, fatty red meat, sweets, and sodas. However, research shows that eating healthy foods such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, and omega-3 rich fish can lower the risk of prostate problems. I recommend gradually replacing unhealthy foods with nutritious alternatives. For example, swap sweet snacks for fresh fruit, reduce fried foods, and eat more steamed or boiled dishes. Drink plenty of water to stay hydrated, help metabolism, and reduce infection risk. Small steps like these, done consistently, will make a big difference in your health, not just for the prostate but also for your heart, kidneys, and overall bodily functions. Habit 4. Smoking and excessive alcohol consumption. Smoking and excessive alcohol are very harmful habits for prostate health. Cigarettes contain many toxins that cause inflammation, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of prostate cancer. Excessive alcohol can damage liver function, which regulates hormones that affect prostate health. Many adult men don't realize these habits worsen prostate symptoms and speed up tissue damage. Quitting smoking and reducing alcohol intake is not easy but definitely possible. Support from family, community, and healthcare professionals is crucial for success. The benefits of quitting smoking and reducing alcohol affect not only the prostate but also your heart, lungs, and overall quality of life. Habit 5. Lack of physical activity. Finally, an equally important habit is physical inactivity. Many older men feel tired and choose to rest more than move. However, physical activity is essential for blood circulation, hormone metabolism, and preventing prostate enlargement. Light exercises like walking, stretching, yoga, or breathing exercises are very beneficial. Besides maintaining a healthy weight, exercise helps reduce stress and boost the immune system. Start with light activities regularly, such as walking around the house, simple stretches, or calming breathing exercises. If you have special health conditions, consult your doctor to find safe and suitable exercises. In closing, I want to remind you that maintaining prostate health is an ongoing process that starts with small, consistent steps. Changing habits is not always easy, but with determination and support, it can be done. Don't hesitate to consult a doctor if you have symptoms or doubts. Regular checkups help early detection and proper treatment. I hope this information is useful and inspires you to care more about your health and your loved ones. If this story touched you or opened your eyes, please leave a comment saying, "I'm here," below. And if someone you love is considering this move, share this video with them. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss more real, heartfelt stories like this. Thank you for listening to my story. I hope it helps you make the decision that's best, with peace, and with love.